So God is pro-choice. Hey guys, and welcome to True Thoughts Thursday, where I walk you through my random thoughts as I'm on this faith journey. So today I wanted to share my opinion on, I strongly believe that God is pro-choice. So hear me out. When you really think about it, God makes it very clear on who he is and what he wants. However, he does not force us to make the choice that he prefers. So for example, if you look at Adam and Eve, he didn't force them to ignore the one tree. He gave them the choice. It was there, and they could either follow directions or not follow them. They clearly chose the latter. The same with Noah. He could have chosen to not listen to the Lord and build the ark. So there's always a choice that we get. We have free will, and that is an intentional design. So I was watching a video recently, and the guy was trying to make the point of God not being perfect. However, I would argue that the fact that we do have choice is what makes him perfect. Think about it. When you love someone, you want them to love you back by choice. You don't want to have to force them, and vice versa. You don't want someone to force you to love them. You want it to be a genuine relationship, which at the end of the day, that's exactly what God wants with us, is a genuine relationship. So even though he makes it very clear what the preferred option is, what he wants us to choose, the direction he wants us to go, we still have the free will and the ability to make the choice to either go the direction he wants us to go or to choose a direction of our own will. So when we tie this into the case or the issue of abortion, I am firmly pro-choice for this reason. I personally choose life. That is my personal preference. That aligns with my beliefs. However, I will not tell someone else what to do, what not to do, barring, something really crazy. But that's not my place. My place is to share my perspective, I would say. And from sharing my perspective, allow them to make their own decision. But I can't browbeat somebody into it, because that's how we end up with a lot of kids with parents who should not have them. That, adoption is a thing, but then you still have people who adopt who they also should not have them. So I freely admit there are a lot of factors that tie into what goes on once you are bringing children into the world. But that also does not change my stance of I am personally choosing life every single time. I don't have the capacity to not. And again, that is my personal choice. And that is a choice that, even though I know it is in alignment with what God wants, I could have chosen differently. So that's just my random thought that I had of God actually is pro-choice. So let me know in the comments your thoughts, or if there's something else that you think I should take into consideration. Make sure to follow, and I'll talk to you guys later.